tell you what, I love the film. But I have to say, Sophia, how do you say her name?
Boutella
as J-Lo, she
steals it.
She steals it.
Isn't she amazing?
She is
extraordinary find.
Were you actually kind of glad that she didn't kick her asses?
I'm glad she's on our side.
Yeah. She's dangerous. She's wily.
She is.
Yeah.
Was there
Holds
any...
a grudge.
Was there any point where you actually had to keep out of her way at all in any of the fight scenes?
I wasn't there for her fight scenes.
No, I wasn't part of her fight scenes.
Okay.
But
Although I did see her
we saw the good parts
practicing
of
for the fight scenes, and that in itself was a sight to behold.
Can you
Only because, I mean, I saw her beat up like 4 guys.
Yeah, no,
she literally
that's
did,
what you're talking
she
about,
was flipping over guys and doing things with her legs.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
It was extraordinary.
Okay.
Okay, so Bones actually saves Spock's life
Yes.
at one point. Yes, and he actually kind of saves Kirk's as well with his bad driving skills towards the end.
Yes, that's right. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does it hurt you a little bit that you don't actually get seen as a hero? You're not actually bigged up that much?
No, I think one of the cool things about this character and in this film is that Bones' heroism is not necessarily defined by his physical acts of bravery, but it's more like his compassion, his altruism, and his care for his family, and I really like that.
Yeah, I always saw also the Bones, Kirk, and Spock are 3 fractured identities of the same person, like the ego, id, and superego. And that's one of the things I've always loved about Star Trek is to see these 3 characters work out issues in very different ways, but they all felt like they were part of one person, really.
Yeah. Okay. Also, you're obviously pretty enough yourselves. You don't really spend that much time in makeup. But when I saw Idris Elba, I couldn't get my head around that he was Grohl. Do you ever wish that you were basically allowed to dress up that much and have that much makeup on?
It's not something that I envy, to tell you the truth. I kind of like being able to get into work and out of work as quickly as possible. And Idris did an extraordinary job. I mean, he was in makeup for, I think, 4 or 5 hours, as was Sophia. And to be able to then deliver such an extraordinary performance on the top of that is, I'm taking my hands off to them.
Yeah, it must have been quite warm under all that whatever it is you use.
Moist.
Yeah, it's moist.
Don't use that word.
Why?
Gets me a little bit unbothered. Anyway, moving on.
All right, things we're discovering.
Things we're learning in London.
Yes, that's the kind of person I am. Okay, Sulu.
Yeah.
Basically, if I'd have blinked, I'd have missed the gay revelation moment.
Yeah.
But what would you say to George Takei's reaction to the character now coming out as being gay?
Time to think moist.
I thought that might be a good idea.
No. What would I say to George?
Yes.
I would say George, I respect where you're coming from. He's coming from his individual experience making the series in the 60s and his experience with Roddenberry then. But I would hope that he is uplifted and moved by the reaction from young people, particularly LGBT young people who are seeing a representation of themselves in a big studio picture for the first time, and also having that revelation be treated in a very off-the-cuff manner, which says that in the future that we look forward to a future in which it is not at all an issue, and that that attitude, that normalized attitude, to me is the real achievement of the revelation.
Okay, there's actually one point where Spock's unconscious and you go in, you're basically saving his life. I actually thought you two were going to have a kiss. I actually always thought there was a bit of sexual tension between Spock and Bones.
Well, it's a moist relationship,
well,
wouldn't you say?
Sorry?
It's a moist relationship.
A very moist relationship.
Yeah.
God, I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, finally...
You didn't get to answer the question.
Well, there was no question. It was just
yeah,
you were a little bit aroused by this scene, and that's fantastic. I mean, that's the great thing about what we do. It is open to interpretation.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And moisture.
I would have liked to have seen it. Anyway, carry on. Yeah, finally, I've been checking out your Twitter bio. And it says, what does it say? Here we go. Life isn't always the party we hope for, but while we're here, we might as well dance. Can you give him a lap dance for me?
Can I give him a lap dance?
Don't.
You know
He
what?
can't, he's capable.
I have done this many times.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it always ends the same way.
Okay.
With
on that
moisture.
note- Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.